then we had a workable bomb.
Yeah, I saw his body out here, and then so, what did I do? Oh!
That's where the Germans went and packed them in Mogadishu.
Yeah, and this bloke, like, did a bit of road pointing to him, you know, so he can't so I murdered him.
Isn't that the three of them that were all, do you mean the Weizmann people in Germany? Because those three of them, three of them were meant to have killed themselves, and then yesterday they discovered that one of the guys who was meant to have killed himself had been shot through the back of the head.
It's 18 frames a second.
Or a similar drug.
It would not, in fact, object if Russia built over its limit of submarine-launched ballistic missiles. And frankly, I doubt it. 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 Frankly, I this morning.
He's said to have died from stomach cancer.
Dr. Groves, please.
Finance knowledge, which allowed to see me dead. I try not to do my brain
Second thoughts? No. No second thoughts. Well, I think he's going to have to change. Either that or face total and utter destruction.
Everyone wants one. I'm the arse for nobody wants. I'm the thing, I mean everyone puking. I'm the lad for nobody wants to touch. Nuts. I am a slum hole. I am a scapegoat. Find your stuff. Useless. Endless. Mindless ideas.
shattered.
Cultural city.
Machine gun.
And he asked that we scratch that off the list. Frankly, I doubt it. Returned, most enthusiastic and confident that the little boy is as husky as his big brother.
Oh, touch me, hold me, and I'll never up and fall away. Oh, just love me softly. Here's where I want to stay. Other nations of importance will want to build their own atomic bombs. Yes, I dare say the temptation will be there to use it.
How far the neck of the womb has opened up or dilated, as doctors say.
The order has been given. Operated on this morning, Dr. Groves, please.
find out what people want and make sure that that's what you're going to supply them with. You've still got to make quite sure that you're giving them what they want. Now, to do this, the best way of all is to make certain there's a smooth running system. And we can do this. People like working in an orderly, well-run system. They're much happier. They do a better job. And what's more important, that you're giving them what they want.
No one wants it more than I do. No one wants it more than I do. No one wants it. No one wants it. No one wants it.
Fatality occurred 14:45 hours, November 15th. Multiple fracture of ribs, spinal column and skull. Lacerations to face and chest. Prevailing traffic conditions, very light. Road, dry. Visibility good.
I saw his teeth glistening against my foresight, and I pulled the trigger very slowly. He just grunted and crumpled up.
Barbara! In the kitchen, dear! Don't come in!
Oh, sorry, love.
What do you want?
The bakers are here.
You haven't asked
I had to. They want to meet you.
Just sit there. I haven't put the bridge on.
They know we've only moved in a week ago. They want to make sure if we're comfortable.
Give them not praise, for deaf, how should they know it is not curses heaped on each gashed head?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Mrs. Egler and Sydney, the wife, Barbara.
Nor tears, their blind eyes see not your tears flow. Nor honor, it is easy to be dead. Say only this, they are dead.
Nice work, Dobbs.
I am speaking to you in the cabinet room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us.
Take out a mortgage to get this place so we can't really afford.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
If you want to find the old battalion, I know where they are. If you want to find the old battalion, I know where they are. They're hanging on the old barbed wire. I've seen them. I've seen them. Hanging on the old barbed wire. I've seen them. hanging on the old barbed wire.
You could try doing it yourself.
Do you ever think about have some collateral damage? It is outside of the target that you try to hit. I believe you were saying that things in the surrounding area. The bullet do you? No, the accommodation of larger cities.
You could fit the new units yourselves.
Fit new units? Why not?
Then you could get a supplementary mortgage.
Supplementary, but we've only taken out the first mortgage. I mean, surely they're not going to give us another.
Oh, yes, they would. It adds to the value of the house, you see.
Does it? Is that so?
Well, of course.
Is that what you did to build your kitchen?
Well, actually, we,
Look, we're rather in the way here. Why don't... It'll put on the flat.
Yes, Edna.
We're going to have some collateral damage. We're going to have some collateral damage. Yes, this is outside of the target that you try to hit. Outside of the target.
One. Light off.
It's not drastic, but nevertheless it is an assault, a surgical assault as such, and one doesn't want to embark on this lightly. A responsible neurosurgeon would only take the case on after other less invasive, so to speak, techniques have been tried conscientiously and perhaps repeatedly.
Localization of the lesion, cut, made in the brain.
But in retrospect, I have to say, it's not uncommon for us to have done a leucotomy, get a good result and say, it's a shame this chap's been disabled for, say, 5 years, unemployed. It's a pity we didn't do it sooner.
Fight the year out, the warlord said. What said the dying among the dead?
War is good, yelled the jingo kind. What said the wounded, the maimed and blind?
Scientists, British and American, have made the atomic bomb at last. The first one was dropped on a Japanese city this morning. It was designed for a detonation equal to 20,000 tons of high explosives. That's 2,000 times the power of one of the RAF's 10-ton bombs of orthodox design.
Would, for example, be an attempt to destroy the U.S. ICBMs in their silos, which would involve hundreds of nuclear weapons.
like these. You tell them to send an expert to plan it out the best way he can.
Sustained some damage.
Surgery is always a last resort. Good, or is it merely that surgery is always a last resort? Good, or is it merely that surgery is always a last resort?
We need to deal, therefore, with what the Soviet image of a nuclear war seems to be.
No doubt they'll soon get well. The shock and strain have caused their stammering, disconnected talk. Of course, they're longing to go out again. These boys with old, scared faces, learning to walk. They'll soon forget their haunted nights, their cowed subjection to the ghosts of friends who died, their dreams that drip with murder, and they'll be proud of glorious war that shattered all their pride. Men who went out to battle grim and glad. Children with eyes that hate you, broken and mad.
Of a new cooker? Yes. No. Wouldn't suit you, would it? Eh? I prefer the traditional shape myself. Like that one. What a beautiful hob. So clean, so simple. But you don't need it, do you? What? You've got a modern kitchen already. Oh, yes. So I have. come through. More than this. We'd better start painting the kitchen tomorrow.
Why?
We're inviting them to dinner next week.
Here we are. Cheerio. Cheers.
Is that from our bomb?
Now that's interesting, isn't it? It may not be. It may be from this other one.
We're rather guessing, so perhaps we'd better put dotted until we get better information.
We can afford to have it built for us. You've got everything you want in here.
Yes, everything.
Inserted. Okay, go ahead and initiate now. Oscar, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Okay, that's good. It's inserted. Okay, it's inserted. Enable switch, enable. It's enable. Okay, 14 alpha's an A. Okay, I'm initiating at this time. I have lights looking for CLTL. Initiating now. Agree. Okay, go on key turn to commit time. Okay, I got 15 seconds. Down, please. It's accomplished. Okay, launch indications. Okay, I have launch in process of 10. We're getting launch indications. Okay, I've got DC busies, target changes, and war plan 50s. Okay, we'll watch some more launch indications. Got LIPs 10 through...
We can today direct a nuclear warhead with an equivalent firepower of 1 million tons of TNT over 6,000 miles with an accuracy of 100 feet.
November, Charlie, Hotel, stay by.
Good launch checklist.
No, it's just like cranking a car. You turn the key.
Mark. Light on. Here.
Barbara? Oh, she must be upstairs with the kids, but,
Oh, my goodness.
We took your advice and built it ourselves. Barbara!
This is as great in the countryside as in the towns. Nobody can tell where the safest place will be. So you are just as safe in your own home area as anywhere else. In fact, you are far better off at home because it is the place you know and where you are known. So, stay where you are.
Spasmodic gunfire being reported in the Easingwold town area. A fair amount of looting taking place, and I don't think they're going to be able to cope with
sufficient for that.
No.
The mess. I didn't have time to tidy it up.
Toys for children, books and magazines to pass the time.
Problems here now.
What sort of figures are we dealing with?
Well, probably several thousand burials.
We can now get into the North Allerton area. First of all, the dead bodies of both humans and livestock about the place, so that we can make it a little more sanitary.
Especially refugees who are cluttering up the place rather.
Okay, Scarra coming up. There is large-scale refugee problem. PSU is fully committed at this time. Deaths and sickness from radiation mounting.
I'd like you to see if you can start quantifying the number of bodies. We will need, of course, this is going to be mass burial, isn't it? And the police will have to be involved because we'll have to do that identification and registration that we can.
The door stands open. Across lines, invisible hands are held, golden streamers building in the night. Alone, the possibilities are enormous. Step outside, and parasites, deprived of their meat, wait to suck on tiring flesh. Unending statistics that fatten leaders, prisoners of their morality. Afraid of death, we cannot save ourselves. To breathe is not enough.
of your clever native finds us all even right. Such intelligence means requires agreement and compromise.
The boundaries becoming narrow as the state becomes more paranoid. Under authoritarian rule, conformity becomes the only security. Fear is a powerful weapon against human development, powering in our temples itself, protecting the chance of change. The state is aware of that. Revolt serves many functions. Its fear of the omnipotent God is no more. The nuclear power of government with his shadow rule drives his flock closer to the valley of the shadow of death.
Those of us who stand out against the status quo do so against all odds. We cling so closely together because we have little other than ourselves.
Critics say that it's just punk rock, or we're just like anarchists. They hope to discredit us with their labels and definitions. Throughout history, societies have condemned those who were later celebrated as heroes. In so many doors of our homes, Van Gogh's sunflowers radiated the walls. Yet he lived in utter misery, condemned by those very same people. Why is it that the kind and gentle are subjected to violence and ridicule? How is it that the small and mealy-minded have gained so much power? What perversion has taken place that we have not fight for?
Remember, those who self-appointed gods and riches when based and tried by their records, and we're great in society. Back at home we are. What kind of brave idiot thinks they can silence others by not letting their voice? The man side crying the mountainous as he falls on only one side. Whispered intimacies might not get through. The kind of language known on barrier. And on the shampoo. The idea away from us the wind to tell him all we say. But sometimes men are so jacked the wind. When we choose we can fight each other. Soon some suddenly you know the times we can be truly free. Interpret the equalities of the people that we serve. Make freedom a pet and dream. A world insulted privilege. What place is there for self-expression and personal development when over half the world population is starving? There are so many things that might have been done, but really on this finest upright solution. There's still to see and feel for the sight and dying of our world. But the suffering, we might have been a part of it rather than apart from it.
Making the compromises. What did you know? What did you care? Brave fronts, deceitful disguises. What did you know? What did you care? Turning a blind eye to the lies just to keep it all together. But sometimes when I'm alone like this, I wonder whether it's worth it. Smiling and socializing. What did you know? What did you care? Endless philosophizing. What did you know? What did you care? Surface agreements, statements of fact, trying to prove we can do it. But sometimes when I'm alone like this, I wonder just who can see through it. Bargains and sacrifices. What did you know? What did you care? Cheap tricks and cheaper devices. What did you know? What did you care? Holding the vision but losing our sight. Endlessly searching solution. But sometimes when I'm alone like this, I wonder how much it's just institution. What did you know? What did you care? 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 Panic has become another word for God and me to spare. What did you know? What did you care? Another way of saying I'm okay, sod you out there. What did you know? What did you care? Another token tantrum to cover up the fear. What did you know? What did you care? Another institution, another cross to bear. What did you know? What did you care? What did you know? What did you care? What did you know? What did you care? What did you know? What did you care?
Anything that let me think of it, somebody's used the truth to lie. A part of anything still. It's a mistake by itself. If I put it just after the words, the conversation does not enough. No, it's me, the weed, and the positive creed. It's good in blood for me, it's right. Congratulate each other for three. Much more for the dream, nothing but a speaking of the stateless quo. But there's more than another look alone. Let me see blood, vicious singing sanctions, singing out change their world. So I hear it from the full existence. No more wages, there's a thousand empty stages waiting for empty performances. A thousand empty faces waiting for empty stances. Every time must be here react movements of pain that I find mouths and find churches running back onto the system as we run up the risk. It's the meaning of the fire knuckle jumper! If there was no government, wouldn't there be chaos? Everybody running round, setting petrol funds off. And if there was no police laws, tell me what you'd do. If 30,000 rioters came running off the yard, and they would play the summers and men on television. Wouldn't people lay around without some supervision and drive the fire engines and fix my video? If there were no prisons, well, where would the robbers go? And what if I told you to fuck off? Where there's no army, just off a big invasion, and clean the bombs and sweep the floors with all that immigration, and pull the point at the local pub with all give me things, and empty hand me dustbins, but I still get plastic bags. If there were no hospitals and no doctors too, if I broke a bone my legs, where would I run to? If there's no medication, if there were no nurses, wouldn't people die a lot? Who would drive the hearses? Who if I told you to fuck off? If there were no butcher shops, what would people eat? You'd have everybody starving if they didn't get their meat. If there was no water, what would people drink? And flush away the urine cause mine never stink. What about the children and teach them in the schools? And run the beggars keep in line, learn them all the rules. And tell us why wash windows, when to take down doors. And tell us make your blast cause they survive the other kills. Big thing of that ninja, eh? Well, big thing of that ninja. Well, what if I told you to fuck off? Go on that pogo out the fucking window, you spiky little punt. Fucking pervert, go and suck a safety pin. Shove it up your ass.
It's
of vision and visibility. What chance does anyone have in other spaces of the world, sitting breakfast into the sound of space invaders?
I've been 4-year-old children conforming to medium law. I died in the worst fears and I couldn't come near life. The silly millions and some like the people's anger. The populace is mesmerized by the fingering scream. And a street where the politics of the acting of my creating. And it's under the night and the road of sleep secure. They are enough breath as long as the people are surviving. Those who suffer headaches from expensive insane surveillance on top of strike mania. Or fight the fix of fun, right at the piece of the wall. And I've sent to hear my love when it's her next fight.
Entertainment is designed to gloss over real problems, and very often those who protest dissent are only out of deception. Words are bandied about, but always at the whim of the puppeteer. Actionless sloganeering is just another punch and movie show.
Any information that we receive concerning the real world is carefully controlled. Why else would fiction have such license? We are allowed to see endless theatrical depths, but when the real depths started on the Falklands, government censors prevented us from seeing them. We were given the excuse of national security by the lying shits who are interested only in saving their political skins. It didn't matter much to them how many died, as long as their popularity ratings didn't suffer. For that reason alone we were shielded from the truth, while the
have their order and those who impose it. We only have ourselves and each other. It is easy to dismiss those who seek peace as dreamers, but isn't our whole culture built on past dreams? It is essential that our dreams become a reality, or there will cease to be one!
Paris goes that it can supply any whim that its wealthy clients might express. Well, let them supply me an exocet missile and a starving third world child, and I'll teach them the politics of choice. Equality doesn't enter into the ghettos of wealth, beneath the protective sheet of Thatcher's economy. The right, rich and privileged get ever richer, and they in turn support our barbaric policies, both at home and overseas. The Falklands War prospering over £16,000 million. In whose pockets?
Throughout the world, millions of people are employed making art. Don't they realise it's ordinary people like themselves who'll suffer the effects of their filthy labour?
The wealthy obscene with their obscene wealth applaud the carnage from their grandstands, as if they were an ascot laying their bets. 5 to 1 on the 4 horsemen.
They believe that money can buy them out of the responsibility that they hand to the world that they bleed dry. They are the true pornographers, the real stylists in human perversion, rich, educated tarts that dumbly buy, watching their fortunes rise and fall in the neatly dressed, pinstripe crowds of the city, debutante whores in rich men's castles.
The ruling elite with their puppet figurehead, Queen Elizabeth II, Regina Vagina, strut about on her millions of bodies that they have sacrificed to gain their position. While these leaders are those who have made violence pay, who are they
Marie Antoinette as she wiped the calf's blood from her lips.
Proud to be British, said Margaret Thatcher, as she wiped the Falkland blood from her hand.
No concept of what is to suffer one. Yet it is they who are directly responsible. In a world where there are people who try to fold across the break, and arrogant scabs on around the fingers and old twists. Rats and muses got to rub chins and lights of the poor. But they'll come aside with such a burden like the world. Will not tolerate the quality of strength. In a such society, wealth and possession would not be an asset.
A politician was on the radio saying that no one in the UK suffers from want. Next day I saw an old man pleading for a handful of coal. His wife was dying of cold and he was penniless. Maybe in the morning as the politicians did breakfast tea, she lay cold and dead before the empty grate. Every year thousands of people die of hypothermia. Too hungry, too cold, too poor to stay alive.
As I left the price so I could avoid suffer and rip the souls to rich get rich and the poor get poorer. The choice of international price is the same story. Back better wins all, but the rich get rich and the poor get killed. In the event of a nuclear crisis, the rich will retreat to private bunkers with their wealth and possessions.
The injustice of inequality is sanctioned by the Church. With its provision of finance for the gentry, the Church has always been obliged to ensure that its flock remains servile.
Repent, ye sinners, or be devoured in the flames of hell! Those very same flames that devour their enemies in countless religious wars!
So often the Church marched hand in hand with the military, casting its blessings upon the rising bodies of the battlefield. Each stab and bayonet is God's word. Each crash of steel is God's word. Each torn limb and splash of blood is God's word. And he so loved the world he gave our only begotten sons.
the dark force. The history books will not document her as a cold-blooded murderer.
I'm tired of the dull rationalization of the politicians, weighed down with their sums and inadequacies. I feel only anger and running hatred for them. How can anyone become so distorted? How can anyone be so far from real human values? I feel only disgust for their twisted minds. How can peace be achieved? To press the violence? What kind of hope is there in that straitjacket?
The authority of those who oppress us is supported, maintained and defended by those who are themselves the most oppressed. Those who, if they have no alternative, are in service to the rulers.
How can I feel anger towards this body, weighed down with its guns and inadequacies? I can feel only pity and buried compassion. How can anyone be so distorted? How can anyone be so far from real human value? I can only feel pity for his twisted mind. How can freedom be achieved if we all fight to uphold the privileges of those who directly oppress them?
We look through one eye, hoping the other won't see. That way we only deal with half of it, like bloody ostriches and limbs. Not because we are, but because we choose to be. Most people sleep with their lives, but who are afraid to admit it. So much easier to be passive observer. How much longer can people afford to justify like this? All the indications are there, maximum unemployment, recession, depression, but who's looking, who cares? Saving in population is being led down the road to total funding. Government is mainly spending its powers. Those who stand against her are ridiculed, discredited or abused and punished. Those in power are totally cynical. Rather than analysing the seriousness of the problem, they simply strengthen the army and flee to combat it. They already see an inevitable response. It happened in Brixton, took them from my side.
But yourself.
One squaddy, horrifically burnt in the Falklands War, was approached by Prince Charles during a presentation. "Get well soon," said the prince, to which the squaddy replied, "Yes, sir, I will."